Over the past few months, your girl has been collecting a lot of books. I have like 30 books to show you guys today, and I'm so excited. My collection has grown so much, and I think I've reached a limit where I don't really need any more books right now. Okay, I only need one more book, and I went looking for it and it didn't have it in the store. So by the time I'm filming this video, I don't have it, but hopefully by the time that I'm editing it, I will have it and I can add it to this video. I got it. I think this is the biggest book haul I've done yet, so let's go ahead and get into it. I do want to preface that a lot of these books, I don't really know exactly what they're about. I like to go into books not really knowing what they're about. Maybe I'll read the synopsis of the book like once before buying it, and then I'll forget about it later on. Or a book is really hyped up and I'd want to see if it is as good as everyone is saying. I don't really know what a lot of these books are about. I'm gonna section this video off in sections, so let's go ahead and start with the mystery thriller book, The Maid by Nita Prose. I don't know what this is about already. A dead body is one mess she can't clean up on her own. Interesting. I've heard about this book. I heard it was good, and so that's why I got it. And also, I've been thrifting a lot of these books. Like, I want to say half of these books are thrifted. When you see a book you hear about at a discounted price, you go for it. And that's what I did. It gives me the Housemaid vibe, I don't know, by Freida McFadden. Not saying they're alike because I literally have no idea, but the vibe is there. The next book I've never heard about before, but I got this right before I went on my Paris trip. I went to Paris. It was so fun. Love it so much. The Excitements by C.J. Ray. Don't know what this is about. Have no idea. No one's ever talked about this book before, but I saw the Paris. The little Eiffel Tower in the background. Okay, and your girl had to get it. So she did. See? Look at that. Discounted. I didn't know it was like a mystery thriller until I checked on Goodreads. I thought it would be like a literary fiction, but it's more of like a mystery thriller type vibe. Brilliant and witty drama about two brave female World War II veterans who survived the unthinkable without ever losing their killer instinct or their joie de vivre. Vivre. Did I say that right? Okay, next is The Housemaid is Watching, and this is the third book, and I think it's a trilogy. The Freida McFadden, you know, The Housemaid. You know what I'm talking about. I really don't know how this story continues. I feel like it should have stopped after the first book, but it just keeps going on, and I'm not mad about it. I'm really not. I don't know, maybe this spooky season I'll get into this third book. I have recently been in the mood to read some thrillers. We'll see if I get to this one soon. Oh, I didn't say what it was about. I don't really know what that's about, but The Housemaid is basically this housemaid who is crazy. Just trust me. Okay, next, I also got this one for a discounted price. The Haunting Party by Lucy Foley. I've read The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I think it was, I gave it like a 3. It was interesting. I think this is the same vibe. It has 7 different perspectives in this book. Interesting. One of these friends is a murderer and won't make it out alive. Isn't that just fun? Everyone's invited, everyone's a suspect. What should I go into next? I think I'm going to go into young adult next, and this I think is the biggest stack we've got. We've got a lot of young adult. I love me some young adult. Mixed into this is a lot of fantasy. Oh, I wasn't lying. Okay, The Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. This was also discounted, okay, $6 at Target. I'm gonna go for it, okay? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy it. A book that's only $6 at Target? Yes. I have the first book. I have not read it. This series has 5 books total. This is a book series that I grew up hearing about. This was made in 2016, so the first book was probably made in 2015 or 2014 maybe. And that's around the time where I was really into reading, so I don't really know what the series is about, if I'm being honest, but I know a lot of people love the series. So, okay, I got 2 books here. I got If He Had Been With Me and If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nallin. Here's the thing with these books, okay? I thought they were sad. No, I'm pretty sure 100% that they are sad books. But I got them anyway because I know that a lot of people love these books, at least the first one. I haven't really heard much about the second one. I decided to get it because, again, discounted price. You feel me? Okay. I don't remember the last sad book I read. Like, going into it and intentionally knowing that it's sad, I haven't read one of those books. I don't want to be sad when I'm reading because I read to be happy. You get what I'm saying? But I'm sure one day there will come when I feel like crying and I will read a sad book. So it's good to have options, and here are the options. This is one of the books that I read the back of it right before I bought it but I totally forgot what it's about. The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. There's no such thing as safe in a city full of monsters. Okay, word. From the back, I'm kind of getting Romeo and Juliet vibes. Okay? How do you decide to be a hero or a villain when it's hard to tell which is which? Okay. I'm hoping it's one of those like really good books that just doesn't have the hype it deserves. Like it's an underdog, you know? I'm hoping it's one of those. That's the vibe I get from this. Okay, next, I'm so excited because I got these on discount too. What a steal. It's Legendborn and Bloodmarked, the series by Tracy Deonn. All I know is it's got magic and creatures and just a lot of things going on, all right? This is the epitome of fantasy and magical and, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I love this. I know that a lot of people love this series, and I'm hoping to hop on the bandwagon pretty soon because, whoa, the font is so tiny. What in the... Do you see that? It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. I will say these books look so cute on my bookshelf. Oh, I love it. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This is an oldie, but I think a goodie. I don't remember what it's about, but I read this one back in middle school. This book was the hype. This book was it, okay? Like, if you didn't read this book, you didn't read. If anyone asks you how it ends, just lie. Yeah, I remember that. Ooh, I remember reading that and being like, oh, that's good. I want to reread and see if I have the same reaction as I did back then, even though I don't remember what my reaction was. I remember being shook, actually. And I remember talking about it during lunch with my friends. Okay, next! I'm so excited. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. We love a good enemies to lovers fantasy. Like, that's the vibe. Okay, sounds amazing. Sounds good. Oh, the font is also tiny on this one. Tiny fonts. Is there a trend going on here? Only the extraordinary belong to the kingdom of Isla, the exceptional. The elites. Okay. She is the very thing he has spent his whole life hunting. They both die at the end. How sad. Yeah, I didn't know it was a young adult book, which makes this even sadder. Would I cry? Is this a book that I would cry to? I'm calling from Deathcast. I regret to inform you that sometime in the next 24 hours, you'll be meeting an untimely death. On behalf of everyone here at Deathcast, we are so sorry to lose you. Live this day to the fullest, okay? What? I'm intrigued. Poster Girl by Veronica Roth. I'm gonna tell you the one sentence I read about this book before buying it. It was a review, and it said, "This is giving me the dystopian vibes that I didn't know I needed in 2024. I was like, wow, I really miss that feeling. Like, I really miss the Divergent era of my life. This is the same author who wrote Divergent. And so I was like, you know what? I need a good dystopian novel. And here I am. I got Poster Girl. Yeah, a lot of politics going on right now in this summary in the back, and I'm lost already. Don't we just love a confusing dystopian? Like, you'll figure it out along the way. It's not meant, you're not supposed to get it as soon as you start reading it. Like, what's the fun in that? You want to be a little confused at first. Okay, moving on. The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. I got this because the cover was really cute. This was another discounted price book. What happens when life interrupts all your plans? I don't know. You tell me. Here's the problem with young adults sometimes. I cringe. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm not saying this will happen to any of these young adult books. Is it giving Heartstopper vibes? I kind of love that. Oh my gosh, this next book. Ruthless Vows. This is the sequel to Divine Rivals. It's about this typewriter that's magical, that she believes that she's writing to her brother who's in like war, military? I don't know. She ends up not writing to him. She ends up writing to this other boy. I honestly don't know where the book takes a turn on this one. I remember the last book ended crazy. So good though. Will their love end the war or break the world? Oh, I don't know. That's it for young adult. That was a lot. My camera's overheating, so I'll be back. Let's get into literary fiction. This is the shortest text that I have, and I don't know what any of these books are about. Are we surprised? No, we get the hang of it now. Beartown by Frederick Backman. And the reason I got this book was, one, discounted price. We're on the same page. We get it. And two, it was giving small town cozy vibes. And I'm all for that. Especially, it's fall. This is the time. Although this is definitely giving more winter. Yeah, I feel like this is a story about a town and a game, but even more about loyalty, commitment, and the responsibilities of friendship. The people we disappoint, even though we love them, and the decisions we make every day that come to define us. I feel like in this book I'll be transported. and that's what I'm looking for in a book. Okay, next, Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. This is one that I've seen a lot of people talk about also. Pineapple Street is a glittering comedy about the bonds, love, marriage, money, and devotion that make a family. I've heard good things, but I really wasn't expecting for it to be a comedy. I love that. This is probably small town vibes too. And then last one for this genre is One Summer in Savannah. Can you ever truly forgive if you can't forget? I checked on Goodreads and it had pretty good ratings. I think it was 4 stars, if not almost 4 stars. It's been 8 years since Sarah Lancaster has left her home in Savannah, Georgia. 8 years since her daughter, Elena, came into this world following a terrifying assault that left deep emotional wounds. Sarah would do anything to forget, but when Sarah's father falls ill, she's forced to return home and face the ghosts of her past. Sounds interesting. Okay, and going into our last section of this video, romance. I have a lot of books to talk about here, so let's go through them. A Lot Like Adios by Alexis Daria. There is this book that I've seen called You Had Me at Hola. I don't know if that's the first one or the second one of this series. If this is the second one, I don't have the first one. This is second in the series. Are they interconnected standalones? I think they might be interconnected. Oh no, books are falling. Maybe I'll learn some Spanish along the way because your girl is missing out. It looks like it takes place in New York. Is it Brooklyn? Oh, she's a graphic designer. Oh, the Bronx. Honestly, I got this book because it was giving like rom-com vibes. And I love me some rom-coms. I need the first book though. I can't just... Can I? I did it before. I could do it again. Okay, next. The Romance Book Club. I think I know what this book is about. I've heard people talk about it. He reads romance books to try and fix his marriage or something. Like, I feel like I would like this book. I love me rom-coms. Next, The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Oh, I think that they have to go... They were a couple, but now they have to go on their friend's honeymoon because their friends got sick and like they can't return tickets. Someone's got to take the tickets, so they end up going on a honeymoon together. Yeah, they go to Maui. Oh wait, playing pretend. Oh, but they have to pretend they're in love, so it's fake dating, but they don't like each other. She is a twin of the bride. He is the best man of the groom. We already know how it's gonna end, but we still want to read it. We still want to get all the vibes, all the feelings, you know? Oh, speaking about best man, The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I've never heard about this book before I saw it at the thrift store. I've read one of her books and I look back on it and I don't really love the book, but like so many people love her as an author. The bride is a doll, the groom is a perfect gentleman, but the rest of the wedding party, they're the stuff of nightmares. I think this is giving Grumpy Sunshine trope. My camera's overheating again. I can't make it through this video. We're almost done. Let's do this fast. Speed round. Next is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Love me some Taylor Jenkins Reid. She gotta choose between 2 men because one she thought was dead and one she fell in love with after she found out that her ex was dead. So now he comes back and she's like, I thought you were dead and I fell in love with somebody else, but really he's not dead. Heard great things about this, and it's also a show, so I need to read the book. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I wanted to read this in June. And matter of fact, I got it in June. 7 days to fall in love, 15 years to forget, and 7 days to get it all back again. Aww. Yeah, I think this is second chance romance, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if it's like funny too. I wonder if it's like a rom-com or if it's kind of like a serious like drama romance. Next, Daydream by Hannah Grace. This has been one of my anticipated reads because I love the Maple Hills series. Well, really, I really loved the first book in the series. I love Icebreaker, but I don't know about the second one. I wasn't feeling it that much, but maybe I'll feel this one because this is Henry's perspective. But if I'm being honest, I don't really remember who Henry is. It's found family. So in the first book, you get a bunch of, like, you get the whole ice hockey team, and then the rest of the series is going to be different perspectives of the different guys on the team. And this one follows Henry. I feel like I don't remember it that well. It's because I read the first one over a year ago. It's probably like a year and a half ago now. This one sounds so good because yes, it's Henry, but also Hallie, she's into books. She's a library girl. She's a book girl. She's one of us. Next. Oh, this one is a series. Flawless and Heartless by Elsie Silver. I got the first 2 in the series. I got this one first because I saw it for $7 at Target. And so I was like, okay, well now I need the first one. Everyone and their mama has heard about this series. This is the Chestnut series, I think it's called. Small town, cowboy-y, romance, so cute, sounds fun, sounds entertaining. Rhett Eaton is the face of professional bull riding. Since when have you read a book about bull riding. Maybe I'll enter my little cowgirl era reading these books. It's giving me all the vibes though. It's giving me Done and Dusted vibes, and I read that one a while ago. But it's the small towns that really get me. I love that. I love that trope. Next is How to Fake It in Hollywood by Ava Wilder. And I got this one at the thrift store. I didn't know anything about it beforehand, but I saw it and I was like, okay, fake dating. Maybe I should give it another go. He's a Hollywood star, I think. Fake a love affair with a disgraced Hollywood heartthrob who needs the publicity, but for very different reasons. Haven't heard anything about it, but I'm hoping it's a cute little rom-com, okay? I feel like these are good for just like palate cleansers, like a cute little rom-com-y book. I'll eat it up every time. Okay. Last but definitely not least, The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. And I got this because I read the back and it said something about Paris. And so I got it because I want to go back. And this might take me back. And that's why I want to read it so bad. Yeah, he bakes in Paris. He bakes in Paris. They both end up going on this trip together. Maybe it's second chance romance. It sounds like everything that I want to read. And look, the edges. I love that. I literally just finished filming, but I forgot to add these two books that I recently purchased. Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. I'm so excited to read this book. It's about, I believe, serial killers who fall in love. Friends to lovers, dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry. Yes, please. I keep hearing good things about this, and I'm excited to get into it because it sounds perfect, and it's giving fall. You know what I mean? And then I also purchased Lightlark by Alex Astor. My friend kept recommending this to me and I need to read it. It sounds good. She makes it sound amazing and I need to get my hands on it. I need to get into this world. I need to dive in. Okay, I need to feel whatever she's feeling for this book. I read the first sentence and I was like, yes, please. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears from only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. To break them and save themselves and their realms, one ruler must die. Give me some of that. Anyways, I want to fill you guys in real quick. I forgot to mention, I got these two books. It's me again. I'm literally editing this video right now, but I have to add one more book. It's the one I mentioned in the beginning that I needed, okay? And I got my hands on it. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Did I say that right? The vibe that I get from this is funny romance. I'm guessing she's an assistant to the villain. I feel like this is perfect to read during spooky season, and so that's why I needed to get it ASAP. Let's wrap this video up. Well, that was a lot of books. How long is this video? I'm really sorry, but since you're already here, stay a while. Subscribe, why don't you? Thank you guys so much for letting me ramble on about books. It's one of my favorite things to do. I think I'm done getting new books for now. Okay, go ahead and leave this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos of mine. And go ahead and leave a comment on which of these books should I read first. Thank you guys so much for listening to me up and I will see you guys on my next video really soon. Okay, bye!